Alright, more Kaori off the story. Let's load in. It's all worth it. When we woke up, Kaori's dad greets us.
What are you two going to do for the evening?
I'm not sure.
Oh, if you guys want to get out of here for a while, you can borrow my car. The park is open on Christmas since they have some winter activities going on. That might be fun, right, Kaori?
Kaori lights up.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Sounds good to me.
Great, we're going to do that. Come on.
We put on our jackets and hats, then we make our way to the car. Out to the car. The park is decked out with strings of lights circling the trees. There's a small stall selling hot chocolate, tea and warm treats. But what really catches my eye is a massive skating ring set up in the center of the park. Is this what Naomi meant when they said winter activities? Or when she said winter activities, sorry. Kaori leads us straight towards it. The ice skating ring isn't too crowded. There are a few families here at the crits and some couples around their age. Loud Christmas music blares in the background, with renegade lights flashing across the ice. I watch as a few kids zip around the rings in easy circles. Maybe now will be a great time to tell her I don't know how to ice skate. But we have a chance to tell her she is already at the booth renting skates. As she slips on our shoes, I decide to do it. So I have a confession to make. She glances curiously at me. I don't know how to ice skate. She blinks.
You don't?
I shake my head. To my surprise, she grins.
Well, I guess that just means I'll have to teach you.
In response, she steps onto the ice and takes off a whoosh, and then zips across the rink. In an easy glide, her hands are clasped neatly behind her the whole time. Even when she's getting ready to break, she hisses to a stop right in front of me with a burst of ice shavings. Okay, she's pretty good. I figured it out. Obviously you're on ice skating a prodigy, and that's why I have to learn ballet.
What?
Gears on Ice, starring Kaori Itami.
Don't be ridiculous.
But she giggles and holds out her hand.
Are you ready?
I nod and take hold. Then she helps me glide onto the ice. My foot slips and my heart leaps in my chest, but her grip keeps me steady.
Don't worry, I've got you.
My legs wobble like a newborn calf, but with Kaori's gentle directions, I start to move across the ice. Kaori quickly spins around so that she's facing me, skating backwards.
Just follow me. Try not to rely on the rail.
Let's give it a shot. A small frown wrinkles between my brows. My legs are tight as I try to keep steady on the ice. Am I doing it right? She nods.
You're doing fine.
I try to follow her, moving toward the slow, but I end up wobbling over a small bump in the ice. My heart drops into my stomach, but I quickly catch myself and straighten. Kaori grins.
Good job. Now just keep going.
She extends her hands. I reach out to them, but she starts skating backwards. Her eyes are bright, teasing. A smile curves my mouth. Every time I just get a little bit closer, she skates further away. Soon it's a game. I can hear it grab her hands. My eyes narrow in on my target. I lunge forward, clasping my hands with hers. She blushes but grins.
You did it!
Yep, do I get a reward?
Your reward is the satisfaction of not failing.
I expected as much. I pout. Kaori giggles, then gives me a peck on the cheek. That's more like it. Slowly, my feet wobble less, and my glides grow longer. I think I'm starting to get a hang of this.
You're doing great!
This isn't so bad. I step my hands out of Kaori's as I dare scale my own. Things are going well until my skate nicks the ice and I lose my balance. Whoa! Kaori pulls me back up before I face plant. As I stabilize myself, I'm ready to let go of her, but she doesn't. Her face is buried in my back as her arms hold me in a tight hug. A smile spreads to my face. I can't get used to this. You know, I think I like ice skating a lot more now.
So do I.
What was that?
Nothing.
No, I think I heard something. She huffs.
Don't be stupid.
I laugh and she slowly softens back into a smile. We circle the rink a few more times before we're both in need of a break. Kaori holds my hand and leads me over to the bleachers. I sigh as soon as I sit down, stretching out my legs. This is more exhausting than I thought it would be. I'm really glad we had a moment to ourselves. It's been fun getting to know your family, but I miss having you all to myself. She seems unfazed.
Oh, don't worry. We'll have a lot more time alone.
You have something planned? Kaori nods.
It was going to be a surprise, but it's fine.
She sounds really happy.
I booked us a little getaway at a popular winter village nearby. It's got skiing, ice sculptures, a winter market. I went once when I was really little and I loved it.
Suddenly, she seems bashful.
I hope you will too.
If you're happy, I'm happy. As long as I can see you smile, I'll be happy, no matter where we are. I gently caress her face and lean in for a kiss. She meets my lips in a tender embrace.
We should probably go back and pack up our things. We leave tomorrow.
Wait, back? Are we going to be staying overnight?
Yep, a couple of nights in fact.
All this is pretty sudden, but I'm pumped to spend more time with Kaori. A few days to ourselves will be awesome.
Do you want to skate around the rink one more time?
I can already feel the tightness in my legs. I don't want to think about how they'll feel tomorrow. Kaori notices my face and laughs.
Maybe we should just head back.
That sounds like a great idea. We navigate our way back to where we went to the skates and change back into our school shoes. Together we drive back to our house. By the time we were home, dinner is ready. I can smell the spices before I even reach the kitchen.
Oh, welcome home. You're just in time.
Kaori's mom smiles and nods towards the living room.
We're having dinner by the TV. So go help yourselves to a plate and come join us.
The TV? She nods.
It's tradition for us to watch some holiday movies on Christmas. Come join us whenever you're ready.
Great, thanks. While our avoids at the tantalizing aromas wafting from the kitchen, I follow Kaori and each of us grab a plate, we grab our food, and then make our way to join the family in the living room. Kaori sits down and I sit next to her.
What do you guys want to watch?
Kaori looks at Ayame, who smiles and looks at me.
How about you choose since you're our guest?
Oh no! Cries in gear. The gear stole Christmas. We got up Christmas without Dr. Shoes and the story of the gear who core was sizes too small.
Good idea, let's watch that.
Kaori smiles faintly.
Sure.
We all settle down as the movie starts. After watching one, we're all still feeling festive and decide to watch another. We watch movies later to the night until my eyelids are heavy. All the excitement from today has got me beat. I get Kaori yawning too, and we all decide it's time for bed. Shutting off the TV, we go our separate ways into our rooms and get ready for the night. Once in our pajamas, I snuggle next to Kaori in bed. She feels warm and delicate in my arms. I feel her snuggle close to me in her sleep, and I easily drift off into a peaceful slumber. The morning sun shines through the window, wakes me up. Shining through the window wakes me up. Whoops. Instinctively, I roll over and fill an empty space beside me. Blinking my eyes open, I feel the absence of Kaori. She must already be up. What time is it? I check the time and it's before 8 AM. Kaori's not a morning person. I wonder where she could be. It doesn't seem like sleep will return to me anytime soon, so I decide to get up as well. I roll out of bed and get ready for the day. Once I freshen up, I decide to look for Kaori. I go downstairs and check in the living room and kitchen, but I don't see her there. I want to return upstairs when I hear a faint noise in the room down the hall. Maybe that's her? Carefully, I inch closer. Whoa, it's not like she's enjoying herself there. The door is partly open. I'm very tempted to take a look. Leave her to her business. I'm not entirely sure what I just heard, but it sounded like something faintly private. Maybe I should give her some space. Besides, she killed me if she got me spying on her. I'd better not go look. It's better not to look. Quietly, I inch back to the hall. There's no point in just standing around. I might as well get breakfast. I head to the kitchen, which is blissfully empty, and make myself a simple breakfast and sit down to eat. Not soon after, Kaori emerges. She has a towel around her neck. She is with glistening off of her body. Hey.
Morning.
I didn't catch you this morning. Oops. Kaori pours herself some OG.
Oh yeah, I woke up a bit early today to do some yoga.
Cool. She grabs some food from the kitchen and takes a seat beside me. We chat comfortably as we eat. Once we're finished, she heads off the shower. I decide to return to the bedroom. After the shower, she meets me there. After we enter the room, Kaori puts a change of clothes onto the bed.
We should head out soon if you want to reach the lodge at a normal hour. It might take a little bit to check in and get settled.
Sure. We quickly pack up some clothes and necessities and head out. We are ready to head out the door, so we make sure to say a quick goodbye to our family first. Naomi drives to the bus station, and we arrive only a few minutes before the next bus does. The journey there is uneventful. The countryside flies by in a white and green blur. Kaori's head drops on my shoulder, and she falls asleep. I smile as I look at her peaceful face, making sure not to disturb her. She wakes up when we arrive, and after a short taxi ride, we reach the hotel within the lodge grounds. A check-in is a breeze, and it isn't long before we're unpacking the room.
We made it!
Yep. The room is modest and clean. A large king bed with crisp white sheets center the room. The room has a sparkling clean tub, large enough for two. I make a mental note of that. It may be useful later. Kaori flips through the brochures she grabs on her front desk. It looks like they list out what activities the lodge offers. There are the usual winter sports, an ice sculpture garden, winter market, and glass igloos, which can be rented for the night.
This looks interesting. Ooh, and this too.
Oh boy. She points to a few different things, ticking check marks as she goes. I smile and flop onto the bed. Kaori seems to be enjoying herself by choosing her activities. All I care about is spending time with her, so I am happy to let her choose. Although she's planned out our entire trip, we decide to just relax in a hotel room. I decide to make use of the big jacuzzi tub. I love every minute of it. We flip to the TV and watch the local channels until our stomachs growl. Neither of us really feels like moving, so we decide to treat ourselves to room service instead. Both choose the chef special for the night, which is freshly grilled fish. Apparently they offer ice fishing on ground, so they mean it when they say fresh. As expected, the food is amazing and we devour it all. A wide yawn escapes Kaori's mouth. Are you tired?
I think I am.
Really? You slept the entire ride over here. She slips into the bed and hugs a pillow.
I was awake really early this morning. It'll be good to have an early night. We've got a lot planned for tomorrow.
Oh boy. Her eyes are closed as she talks, and I grin. The poor girl really is tired. Well, at least change your clothes.
Okay.
Mustering the energy move, she drags herself off the bed. She quickly changes and gets ready, then crawls right back into bed. By the time I've gotten ready too, she's fast asleep. I slip into bed next to her and cuddle her into me. In her sleep, she seeks me out, huddling close. There is a smile on my face as I slowly drift to sleep. Whoops. We wake up bright and early at the hotel. Another room service for breakfast. Afterwards, we put on our hats and jackets and start our day. So what are the plans for today? Kaori unfolds a small map she must have got it from the front desk yesterday.
The ice sculpture garden is not too far from here. Maybe we can check that out.
Sounds good to me. I follow Kaori down a small path. It looks like she's leading me to some kind of winter garden, but I can see something shimmering from the distance. And as we get closer, there seems to be some statues made out of glass? No, not glass, ice. Hundreds of ice sculptures fill the area, some are even taller than me. The sunlight filters through, causing it to shimmer like crystals. Kaori grasps. It's so cold that her breath puffs in front of her like a dragon.
This place is beautiful! I wonder if there's a competition.
I'm not sure. If you think I'm in some sort of outdoor museum, a few people trickle by, pausing to look at different sculptures. One of the sculptures sketched by. It's a nice sculpture of a beautiful woman. She stands in the middle of the garden, wearing a crown made of stars. Now that I'm up close, I can see the fine details of her jewels and clothing. The sculptor is clearly talented. He somehow made it look as if her dress and hair are billowing in the wind. It's so lifelike and delicate for something so solid.
Oh, hello.
I look up to see an older looking man. He's wearing the same uniform as the people who work at the hotel. He must be someone who looks after the garden. He notices checking out the sculpture and smiles.
The Ice Maiden caught your eye, I see.
Ice Maiden?
Oh, you don't know?
He gestures to the mountains surrounding us.
There's a legend surrounding this place. It all starts with this Ice Maiden. They make a new sculpture of her and put her in the center of this garden every year. The Ice Maiden was the spirit of winter, and she fell in love with a poet named Sammy. Our Black Diamond Slope is named after him.
He gestures to the towering mountain on the edge of the grounds.
He wrote about the beauty of winter, how the ice sparkled like crystals, and the soft, powdery snow coated the world in a peaceful blanket. The Ice Maiden felt how much he loved winter, how he loved her, and she felt just as much in love with him.
Kaori's expression softens as she looks at the Ice Maiden.
That's so romantic.
He nods.
Well, she came down from the skies and tried to live here on Earth with him, but that ended up causing a never-ending winter. Crops couldn't grow and people were starving. She had no choice but to return to the skies. Sammy hated being torn away from his love, and he tried to build a ladder to the heavens, but mortals aren't allowed in the heavens, and he never made it. The year he died, the world was plunged into a deep freeze as blizzards stormed from her grief. Finally, the king of the heavens took pity on her. He placed the soul of Sammy within the mountain, whose tip touches the sky, so the two of them can be together forever.
True love always prevails. I'm glad the two of them were able to be together. Now true love always finds a way. I smile at Kaori, who blushes. The man chuckles.
That's right.
He stretches and gives us a nod.
Well, there's plenty more to see around here, so I hope you enjoy the rest of the garden.
We thank him as he walks away.
Let's go look at the rest of the ice sculptures.
Sure. We continue our way through the rest of the garden. We're able to see a few cool sculptures in the back. Someone carved an entire castle. I'm impressed by how each detail looks like it was painstakingly crafted. The sun rays shimmer through the layers and make it look as if it's lit from within. We pass a sculpture of a tiger with bared fangs, a massive tree with low-hanging branches, and even a dragon. By the time we're done, the sun is starting to sink into the sky. Kaori's cheeks are pink from the cold, and her breath puffs in front of her face, but her eyes are wider with wonder.
That was really beautiful, wasn't it?
I nod. A lot of them look like they were magical. Which one was your favorite?
The Ice Maiden.
Really? She goes defensive.
Yeah, really. Why are you so surprised?
You're a secret romantic.
It was a nice story, okay?
Uh-huh. Just a nice story? She looks away, her face becoming even redder.
Well, which one was your favorite?
Also the Ice Maiden. I like the Ice Maiden too.
Really?
Yeah, I like the story behind her ice sculpture. Kaori grins proudly.
So did I.
She glances at the darkening sky.
This was fun, but we should head back now.
Sure, it is what you want.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We want to make it back before it gets too dark.
True, I was ready for dinner by now anyway. We're about to head back, but Kaori leads me away from the hotel and deeper into the snowy woods. Wait, isn't the tower room the other way?
Yes, but we aren't staying there tonight.
Where are we staying? She glances back at me and smiles.
It's a surprise.
The trip has just been surprise out surprise. I can't wait to find out what this next surprise is. It's only a short walk before you come across an icy igloo. The round dome is a series of mirrored panels reflecting sparkling of the waning sun. Snow covers the extending hall leading up the solid door. Kaori slips a key out of her pocket and opens the door. Following her inside, I'm greeted by a rush of warmth. The igloo is cozy, the perfect space for two, plus cushions rest on top of a sleek love seat. And a large bed is centered within the room. There's a dining table with 2 piping hot meals set up. The fragrant aroma of roasted meat makes my stomach rumble. We'll take my breath away at the view. I feel like I'm standing in the middle of a snowy field. The trees sway around us, their branches waving hello. Lingering snowflakes flutter in a frenzied dance, melting as it kisses the glass. The sun barely peaks above the horizon, the last rays faintly showering the snow with a golden glitter. Whoa. Kaori waits my reaction.
What do you think?
The view is amazing. Her grin broadens.
Isn't it? The brochure said the best view is at night, where it feels like you're camping within the comfort of the dome.
I can't wait. My stomach grumbles again and I glance at the table. I really hope that's for us.
Yep. Let's eat before it gets cold.
We settle in and get cleaned up. Then we sit down to eat. By the time we're done, the moon hangs high in the sky. Kaori and I snuggle up on the couch. She rests her head on my shoulder as my arm wraps around her waist. Together we gaze at the stars all around us. Tiny pinpricks of light which poke through the shroud of darkness. She pulls the fuzzy blanket over us, holding close to me. I wrap my other arm around her too, as I listen to her breathing. The 2 steaming mugs of hot chocolate rest on the end tables while we wait for it to cool. Soft candlelight bathes the room in a warm glow. It's just enough light for us to see, but not enough to obstruct the view of the night sky. It's beautiful. Kaori nods. Thank you for bringing me here. This whole trip so far has been perfect. I catch a smile on her lips before she buries her face against me, squeezing me in a hug.
I wanted to do something special.
Just being with you is special. I rest my head on top of hers, enjoying her in my embrace. Just being able to spend this time with you is all I need to be happy. I feel the heat rise to Kaori's face. She continues to lean against me. She looks up at me and I gave her a soft kiss. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised. She looks back up at me, genuinely curious.
Why?
I didn't think you were into the romantic stuff. She narrows her eyes and sits a bit straighter.
What makes you think I'm not?
I laugh. You just don't seem like the type who would care about that stuff. She looks like she's about to protest. It's not a bad thing. It's like how I was surprised by how girly your room looks and how you were in a ballerina. If I'd known you back then, I'd never guessed you liked gears. Kaori pauses, then sighs.
It wasn't until I was in high school that I decided to seriously look at piloting.
Really? So what got you into it?
I'd always liked it, actually. Even when I was dancing ballet and playing dress-up.
You played dress up? She glares at me. We can keep playing dress up, I don't know. Hey, don't mind. In fact, I'm wondering if you still have any of those outfits. She narrows her eyes.
I bet you want me to dress up as a cat or a nurse.
I wouldn't object to those. She grins.
Well, too bad. I don't have them.
Aww.
Anyway, even though I liked piloting in gears, I never really pursued it because I didn't think that was something that girls were supposed to like. And I watched my sisters and my friends who all loved dresses and makeup and all of the traditional girly stuff. And I figured that's what I needed to love too. So I wore the cute dresses and I danced ballet, because that's what girls are supposed to do.
Did you even enjoy any of those things?
Well, I mean, yeah. I wouldn't have done it if I hated it.
Fair. She's almost over her answer, refuses to make eye contact with me. Her face is as red as a tomato. I can't unpick my smile. She is just too cute. If you liked it, then why did you stop? She hesitates.
I had an epiphany at the end of middle school.
That timeline sounds familiar. I think back to when Kaori and May's friendship had been strained. That had started right around the end of middle school, when Kaori found out Ryota wasn't interested in her. Because of Ryota? She nods reluctantly.
After that happened, I learned a lot of different things. And one of the things I realized was that there's no rule on what girls are supposed to do. I didn't hate all that girly stuff, but it never quite felt like it was me either. So I decided to start doing what I wanted to do and be who I wanted to be. Piloting was a lot easier to transition into than I thought it'd be. It helped me focus on myself. When I'm in Aura, there's just the battle.
I think about what she says and I understand. When I'm an eagle, I feel safe and powerful. Like I can take on the world. After all, I'm literally encased in armor. I get it, I feel the same way an eagle. She nods.
I started focusing more on fitness and health, so I could be a better pilot. Ballet actually helped me increase my flexibility and gave me the foundation I needed for conditioning. And as I grew stronger and more confident, I became less scared to speak my mind. How could anyone know what I was thinking if I didn't just say it? It seems pointless to not just tell the truth.
Her expression softens and suddenly she seems strangely vulnerable. She wrings her hands together anxiously.
But I know that a lot of times people don't like how blunt I am, or they think I'm scary. Sometimes I wonder if maybe I should have tried to be less outspoken.
Her voice trails off and she looks wistfully back up at the sky. Don't think like that. She doesn't move. Kaori? At the sound of her name, she finally returns my gaze. Her eyes search my own as she waits to hear what I have to say. Tell her you love her. Watching her second guess herself makes my heart twinge. This woman is both beautiful and smart. She's fiery yet cool. She's strong yet delicate. She's all the opposites that you never guess would go together, and that's what makes her so perfect. I love how outspoken you are. I love that you wear your heart on your sleeve. I love how much you care about your friends and family. I love that you could most definitely kick my ass. Okay, there we go. But most importantly, I love you. All of you. Kaori smiles gently at my words. She pulls me in and plants a soft kiss on my lips.
That's how I feel about you too.
Her words sparkle and electricity in my chest. Warm blossoms in my heart, and I pull her in for another kiss. She giggles and falls into me. We spent the rest of the night entangled together underneath the starry, silvery light of the moon. Our hot chocolates are long forgotten and as cold as the frozen landscape. I never wanted one more to end. Closing my eyes, I savor the feeling of blissful peace. With Kaori in my arms, I soon drift to sleep beneath the winking light of a million stars. I jerk awake to a yelp. My heart kicks up into my throat as it sits straight up. What? Everything is bright and fuzzy. I squint through the ribbon of sunlight cutting through the ceiling. Kaori, what's going on? Kaori backs away from the edge of the dome and shovels frantically next to me. Are you okay?
No!
What's the matter? She points to something outside the dome.
Over there!
My eyes furrowed. I look to where she's pointing, but there's nothing but snow and evergreens. I don't see anything. Kaori fiercely shakes her head.
It's still out there!
Stay here, I'll investigate. My heart is pounding, but I rise to a stand. It's gonna be okay, just stay here, I'll take care of it.
Wait! You can't go by yourself! What if something happens?
I'll be fine, I'm just gonna see what we're up against.
I'm going with you!
She puts on a brave face, but a trembling voice gives her away. I untangle myself from Kaori's arms and slip off the couch. I quickly put on my boots and coat, not bothering to tie up my laces or zip up. Opening the door, I look around. A cold breeze snakes up the back of my neck, making me shiver. Kaori comes up behind me, staying as close as possible.
There!
She points at something shifting in the bushes. I squint.
It's in there!
She grabs onto my arm with a deft grip. Frowning, I take a step closer. Something shifts in the bushes again. My heart starts hammering on my chest. Be careful, you don't know what's there. Snow flurries off of the leaves. in the branches as the creature stirs within. Then a fluffy bunny hops out. Oh wait. I jump back started, then do a double take. Wait a minute, it's just a rabbit. Kaori hides her face in my coat.
Is it still there?
Kaori, it's fine, it's only a bunny.
It's sinister.
That's ridiculous. I take a closer look. The rabbit looks as soft as whipped cream. Its white fur blends into snowy terrain. I can make out a scarlet slash across its mouth. Red bubbles and drips down its fur. But runs down my spine. Is that blood? It looks like it's chewing something. Is it kind of demonic rabbit? But no, is it hurt? What happened to it? I hope the poor thing isn't injured. My pulse shrimps, but I give the rabbit a closer look. I noticed something bright red berries peeking in the bushes behind it. I let a sigh of relief. Is that a demonic rabbit after all? It was just eating the berries on the bush. She peeks around me again, then cringes.
Just tell it to go away or something!
I started to piece things together in my head. If she's still afraid of it, even after I showed it it wasn't dangerous. Kaori, are you just afraid of rabbits or something? Here is suck in breath.
So what if I am?
But it's just a rabbit. What's there to be afraid of?
Can't you see its teeth?
Yeah?
And its claws? And glowing red eyes?
No?
And the foam coming out of its mouth? And its horns?
Do you even know what a rabbit is? She scowls, crossing her arms.
Of course I do! I saw them in Bunny Darko!
Bunny Darko? That horror movie? She nods.
My sisters were babysitting me when I was little and put it on. The rabbit was all bloody and disfigured. I had nightmares for weeks.
But it's a movie, it's pretend.
So, I don't trust them.
The rabbit scratches at its ear, overwhelmed with one of its big feet. It gives us another curious glance before darting off into the other direction. I watch it disappear across the snow. I smile a little and shake my head. Well, it's okay, it's gone now.
Good.
I slip my hand into hers. And we have a full day ahead of us, without rabbits. Kaori slowly nods.
That's true.
And what fun things did you plan for us this time? I hope we talk about something else. Kaori will forget about the rabbit. It seems to work as she perks up.
Tonight is the winter market. I wonder if it's changed a lot since I was a kid.
I guess we'll find out later. Maybe we can get some breakfast at the lodge, and then go skiing after.
Yeah, but first, you should maybe tie your boots.
I glance down. Oh right, I've been such a hurt before. And you probably need a little more clothes on than just your PJs. Kaori glances down at herself and her cheeks redden. We return to the igloo so we can get ready properly. I go through my morning routine, then slip on my coat and hat. Soon after, we head out. After breakfast, we spend some time skiing on the slopes. Kaori is better and faster than I am. She always manages to whiz past me, but she never strays too far, always stopping and waiting for me to catch up. While we're here, I can't help but mull over the story we had heard yesterday. Some of the people who work here say that there's a broken, unfinished staircase if you check out the Black Diamond. I kinda want to check it out to see if it's true, but I'm not sure I'm ready for a Black Diamond just yet. Plus, a lone staircase on its own in the middle of nowhere sounds like a bad idea in general. By the time we had our fill, the sun is beginning to set. We return to the hotel room to freshen up for the evening. Soon, night falls. A million amber stars shimmer in the sky above us. Our faces are chilled from the cool winter air. Kaori huddles closer to me as we make our way to the market. I can't help but grin. The spirit of the holiday is contagious here. The market is full of colored lights and people bustling around. There are cute little stalls set up with decorations in vibrant colors. Snow clings to the roofs like white caps. The light shimmers across the streets and casts a beautiful glow across Kaori's face. There are stalls selling all sorts of trinkets, winter snow globes, ornaments, and souvenirs related to the lodge. Other stalls beckon us with promises of warm treats and hot beverages. A delicious sweet smell wafts from around the stalls. I turn my head and take a look before beaming. Oh Kaori, look, beaver tails.
What?
They're delicious. I saw those when I visited Canada. Her mouth twists in horror.
You actually ate a beaver's tail?
No, it's a beaver tail pastry. It's basically just delicious bread with sweet, yummy goodness piled on top. Kaori still looks a little unconvinced.
Well, that's better, but only marginally. It sounds so unhealthy.
And this is what makes it taste so good. I grab by the hand and zigzag around the crowd to the stall. A man beams at us.
Hello! How can I help you today?
I decided to go with a classic. Hi, 1 cinnamon and sugar please.
Of course!
I pay for it and the man hands me a hefty portion. I've forgotten how big these are. The smell makes my mouth water.
Enjoy!
I rub off a piece on my teeth. The sugar and cinnamon melt across my tongue. The grin blooms on my face. It's just as delicious as I remember. Kaori gives it a curious glance. It's so good, try it. She forcefully shakes her head.
I don't think so.
You're seriously missing out. She arches an eyebrow.
It doesn't look that great, to be honest. It just looks like fried dough.
Just try it. I think I really like it if you just give it a try. I had a pastry out in front of her. It's not that bad. I didn't even get a bunch of toppings. She frowns.
I don't know.
Is it every day you get to see one of those things either? This is a special occasion, so it should be okay just to try it. If you don't like it, then you don't have to eat it ever again. Kaori sighs.
Fine.
She was up a tiny piece of my pastry, chewing slowly. I hold my breath. Well? Her eyes light up. I swear I can see stars shimmering in them.
This is amazing!
Oh boy. I grin. See? Told you. She nods, taking another bite.
So fluffy. So sweet.
She turns to face the salesman, brimming with excitement.
Another one of these, please.
Wait a second. What's it all about that being healthy? Her eyes widen.
Oh yeah, you're right. Even though it's good, it's still really unhealthy.
She glances at the pastry in my hand, then back at the stall.
But it's so delicious.
She quickly shakes her head.
Ugh, that's so bad for you.
Her face falls into a pout.
But so yummy.
She trails off, staring longingly at the pastries. I chuckle and shake my head. I really know the answer to this problem. Before Kaori can protest, I order and pay for a pastry. Here you go. Her face flushes slightly.
You didn't have to do that.
I know, but I wanted to. A moment later, the salesman hands out a steaming, delicious beaver tail. Kaori lets out a satisfied sigh after biting into it.
So good.
I chuckle and take another bite of mine. So good indeed. We end up spending the rest of the night browsing through the market. I buy a few souvenirs for Aunt Juki and Kaito and Nikki. Wonder how things have been for them on their vacation. Did they have a good Christmas on the beach? I'm sure they did. After a few hours of eating our fill of snacks, drinking hot chocolate, and exploring the shop, I start to feel a little tired. A tiny yawn escapes Kaori too. Maybe we should head at home. We don't want to miss the last bus back. Kaori nods. It isn't until we start heading back that I see her dig into a paperback. Both being from one of the shops.
Here.
She hands me She hands me something wrapped in tissue paper. She's avoiding eye contact, face flushed. Oh, what's this? She blushes even deeper.
Just open it.
I didn't see her buy me anything. She must have been sneaky. Quickly I unravel the tissue paper. It's a small glass statue of a man holding a quill and paper. Is this a poet from a story? She turns away, nodding.
Yeah.
She shuffles another tiny statue between her hands. It looks like it's the Ice Maiden.
It's not something big, okay? I just wanted to get something so we could remember this trip again.
A smile warms my face. Kiss her. Pulling her close and plant a gentle kiss on the lips. She catches your breath in surprise, but returns the kiss, eager and loving. This trip has been amazing because you are amazing. I won't forget it. Her rosy cheeks add some color to the white light. To the white landscape. Her smile melts my heart.
Me too.
She gives me another peck on the lips before pulling away. My hand curls over the statue. I wrap it up safely and give it back to Kaori for safekeeping in the bag. Are you ready to go? She nods and takes my hands.
Yeah.
We make our way back to the bus stop and catch the next bus out. The way back is long and quiet. Kaori ends up falling asleep to a slow song playing on the radio. Afterwards, we flag a taxi. Luckily, the skies are pretty clear, so we don't have to worry about driving home in a big snowfall. When we finally arrive, I gently shake Kaori awake. She yawns and rubs her eyes. We trek up to the house and slip off our coats and shoes once we get inside, sorry. Everything is dark. Everyone must be already asleep. Tiptoeing quietly, we reach our bedroom. As soon as we hop into the bed, sleep claims us. Fast and instant. I assume this is the incoming days could be like the last day or something. The sun shines right in my eyes, waking me up, still groggy. I blink my eyes open to look around the room. Kaori's space beside me is empty. She must already be awake. I take a look at the time and balk at how late it is in the morning. We did have a late night coming home, and I was exhausted from the travel. Kaori must have let me sleep in, which was very considerate of her. I smile at myself, feeling lucky to have her again. The events of our getaway are still fresh in my memory. A part of me wishes we could have stayed longer. Either way, I should get up now and see what everyone else is up to. Kaori is probably growing impatient waiting for me. I get ready for the day and head downstairs. Kaori is in the living room gathering up some things, but glances over and she hears me.
You're finally up.
Yeah, sorry I slept so late. She shrugs.
You were tired.
She picks up a gift bag and peeks within. So what are you doing?
Oh, just double checking the presents. There are a few things I'd like to exchange. Or maybe just return entirely.
I think I know exactly which ghosts those might be. A trip to the mall would be a nice opportunity to stretch my legs and get out of the house for a bit. Would you like some company?
Sure, if you want to. But you don't have to.
Let's go. Our family are doing the individual things, so I help myself to some food in the kitchen. After I'm finished eating and Kaori has gathered everything she wants, we drive over to the mall. Although Christmas is already passed, some of the stores are slow to decorations. The lights are gone, but some of the wreaths and trees remain. Most of the Christmas sale signs are being replaced with after Christmas or New Year's deals. We pause in front of the oh so familiar jewelry store, which is located in the center of the mall.
Why don't we meet back here in about half an hour?
Oh, it's okay. I don't mind going with you to return your things. I don't really have anything I need to do here anyway. Her gaze flicks away.
No!
I blink at how forced her answer is. A blush resides to her face.
I mean, no. You should just go and look around, and I'll get this returned, and then we can reconvene.
She's been really hesitant. She's really insistent she goes alone. It's not a big deal. I already have an idea of what you're returning anyway. The blush deepens as she shakes her head. She clutches the bag, closing it tightly.
No, you don't.
I was right there. You opened the gifts to your mom and sisters.
Yeah, but then later on, Naomi gave me something else.
Her voice becomes small, just barely a whisper.
From Vicky's Confidential.
My eyes widen. That's the ladies' lingerie store. I can't go in there. A whole blush rises in my face. No wonder she was so adamant on going alone. Right. I probably better if you do that alone. She nods. There'll probably be a lot of ladies' undergarments.
You don't have to explain it to me!
Her face is red as her hair as she quickly interrupts me.
So I'll just go and take care of this, and then I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll meet you here. With a final nod, she turns on her heel and walks away. As Kaori slowly fades from view, I wonder which shops I should browse. Glancing up the jewelry store, I feel drawn to enter. I noticed some good quality leather watch bands in there last time. Maybe I got some deals on that today, but Kaori will meet me right outside here, so I may as well stay close. I enter the store and see some racks of necklaces and bracelets sparkling under the lights. If I remember correctly, the watches were in the back. Make my way through and pass by the rings, and I hesitate. The promissory ring sticks out of my mind, as do the events from the past week. Spending Christmas with her family, spending the night underneath the stars, the beautiful winter night market. I love spending every minute of it with her, and I want to celebrate even more memories together. My gaze falls on an elegant silver band. Maybe.
Oh, hello again, sir. It's a pleasure to see you return.
Glancing up, I recognize the girl as the same saleswoman from before. Hi. This is a little awkward. Instinctively, I step back. She smiles warmly.
You must really be serious about her.
Huh?
Well, you've come in here twice, and both times you've looked at our rings.
Ah, that's true. My eyes is drawn to the silver band again. She notes my stare and smiles.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Elegant yet simple. It's a popular choice within our promissory ring collection.
She takes it out from the case and offers me a chance to inspect it. The more I look at it, the more I think Kaori would like it.
Perhaps you'd like to give it to a certain special someone?
She winks knowingly. By the ring. At the moment Kaori's face, she cuddled into me and gazed up at the stars. She looked so content and everything seemed to just fall into place. I want to see her that happy again. I just want to make her that happy however I can. I promise that I will. You know what? Yeah, I do want to buy it. The girl's face splits in a wide grin.
Excellent choice.
She carefully places the ring within a small box after my purchase. I refuse a bag and slip the box in my pocket. I don't want Kaori to know about this just yet. I want to find the right time to surprise her. As I turn to go, I spot Kaori's wet hair. In a moment, she reaches my side.
What are you doing here?
I better figure something quick. I just walked into the first store I saw.
Oh, right. Well, I'm done with my exchange stuff, so if you're ready to head out.
Sure, let's go. I follow out of the store. So while we're here, is there anything you did want to get? Kaori looked thoughtful.
Actually, the latest season of Ninja Rangers is out.
Oh nice, and you want to watch it? She nods.
I've been waiting for it to come out so I could watch it all at once. I heard they're introducing a new ranger.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not sure yet, but it's exciting either way.
Her eyes lights up as she talks. Kaori is usually so serious. Sometimes I forget she likes anime too. Well, with such a pivotal plot point, we absolutely have to watch it.
We? That means you're going to watch it with me?
Of course. I got my arms around her shoulder. Who else would I watch it with? She blushes as a smile grows on her lips. I don't take offense when she shrugs out of my grasp. One day she get comfortable with public displays of affection, but that's not today. Do you know where the store is? She glances around and then she points.
There's a directory. Maybe it'll show us where to find the anime store.
Excuse me, did I just hear you say anime store?
Oh boy. We turn around to hear her voice and sees a man with bright spiky hair. He wears a cool jacket over a t-shirt and jeans. Yeah.
I'm heading in that direction and can show you where it is.
Oh, okay. That's really helpful of you.
No problem, just follow me.
He leads the way and we cautiously follow him. I take his hand in mine so we don't lose each other, and we weave through the crowds. Soon, he turns down one of the narrow corridors. Is he going the right way? I didn't know there were shops here. The corridor opens back up and it is in the mall. The guy slowly pauses with no anime store inside.
Here we are.
Kaori and I look at each other in confusion. We're in the middle of nowhere. Kaori looks skeptical.
Yeah, the only thing here is just a big garbage bin.
His expression suddenly changes.
Exactly, because anime is trash.
He shouts any last words and dashes away. Ignore him. I scoff. What a weirdo. He doesn't even deserve a response from me. The fire ignites in Kaori's eyes, and she balls her fist.
Idiot! What's his problem?
I don't know.
It's not like we asked him for help. We could have been fine without him. Better, in fact.
Well, he's gone now, so let's just find the store ourselves. Still boiling, Kaori nods and takes a deep breath before trying to calm herself down.
Anime is not trash.
Right.
It's actually a really expressive and entertaining method of storytelling.
Yes.
With high quality production.
Exactly. Okay, but you don't have to convince me per se. She pauses and then exhales.
I'm sorry. He just made me so angry.
Let's forget about him. She nods and we head back towards the directory. Kaori spots the name on the list and almost straight away. We make our way there about the incident. After buying the anime, we linger in the mall for a while longer before checking out some other deals. We don't end up buying anything else, but we do find an arcade. I managed to convince Kaori to give in, and we do even find a set of gear simulators. We play some co-op matches against the AI, which Kaori approves of. Once we adjust to the gear equipment, we flawlessly defeat level after level, attracting a crowd. We end up finishing with a super high leaderboard score. I guess all that gear piloting at Ace and my team cohesion with Kaori over the last months have paid off.
Nice work.
You too, partner. We partly exit the arena and notice the crowd is starting to die down. We decide to go back. By the time we head home, it's already beginning to get dark. We arrive just in time for dinner. Together we share another one of Mrs. Itome's delicious meals. No wonder Kaori knows so much about food. Her mom's an amazing cook. After dinner, we help clean up and the family splits up to their respective activities. The twins return to their rooms to work on the design ideas. Kaori's mother pulls her daughter aside.
Kaori, honey, could you come with me for a minute? I want to go through some of your old belongings before you go back to university.
What for?
I know you help out at Uncle Miguel's daycare, and I thought it'd be nice if you donated some of your old toys and things as a late Christmas gift.
Kaori's expression softens and with a wide smile lights her face. I recognize that expression. She wears it every time she sees the kids.
That's a great idea, Mom!
Chatting sadly, the two of them head upstairs, leaving just me and Kaori's dad in the living room. Glancing over, I see him inspecting a tiny figure. Curious, I decide to get a closer look. He's holding a miniature gear figure, similar to what he gave Kaori, although this one is only partially painted. The figure recognized the shape. Is that a model of the series X890? Her dad looks startled, but answers me with a pleasant grin.
Yes, it is. It's unfinished, though. I'm surprised you could tell.
They have a really distinct, sleek design, a bit thinner than the general models. He nods in agreement.
Yes, I've noticed that too. They can be pretty tricky to get right. I personally really like the X888.
This time it's my turn to look surprised. I didn't realize you were into gears.
Oh, well, I'm certainly no expert like you kids, but I've slowly been getting into it.
He straightens up and gestures me to follow him into the garage. As we move first into a workspace, on one cabinet are lines of finished miniature gears. I gravitate close to them and recognize that they're grouped by gear make and model. Did you paint these yourself? He nods proudly.
Yes, I honestly find it relaxing.
How did you get into it?
It was Kaori, actually.
Really?
Indirectly. When she started getting into her piloting, she did all this research into gears. I decided to do it along with her, so I could understand exactly what she was getting into, what kind of dangers she'd be in, what model of gear would be best. That sort of thing.
I nod.
And even after she found Aura, I found myself still researching. It turns out, I think they're pretty interesting.
He chuckles.
Now, I'm never going to be a pilot or an engineer, but painting these little guys helps me feel a little bit closer to my daughter.
That's really awesome, Mr. Itame. I can't help but smile. He cares greatly for his daughter, and it shows in the little things he does for her. Memories of working on Eagle with my dad resurface, and I find back the lump in my throat. Kaori is really lucky to have him. He rummages through his drawers and pulls out 2 figurines, then passes one of them to me.
Would you like to give it a try?
Paint Eagle. Sure. I've been missing my own gear while out of school. It'd be nice to have a little keepsake so I can keep it with me at all times. He grins brothers as I exit the minigear. He steps up the paint and we both get to work. We continue to chat. He shares with me that Kaori would actually sometimes help him paint gears, but she was usually too impatient to be able to do it long term. Usually he would paint and she would watch him. The art figurine he gifted her was one that he actually built as well as painted it. It was the first time he built a model, which was impressive considering how great it looked. Finally, Mr. Itame's gear is finished. He takes a look at mine, curious.
That looks great! You've obviously got talent. Is this a special gear?
I nod. This is my gear, Eagle.
It's a beautiful looking gear. Did you custom build it?
Yeah, my dad and I did. I fall silent as the lump in my throat returns. Gary's dad softens. His voice is gentle and calming.
You two did a great job.
Thanks. He takes another look at me, and something in his expression is different. Although he'd always been nice and welcoming to me ever since he arrived, I feel like he finally accepts me. This time together bonded us.
You make Kaori very happy, and I can understand why. You're a good young man.
Hearing those words mean a lot to me. Thank you, she's a very special girl.
Yes, she is.
He clasps my shoulder and gives me a gentle smile.
Well, it's getting late. We should probably head back into the house. Miss Atami will scold me if she knew I was out here at this hour.
He winks and the two of us get back inside. We return to the bedroom to find Kaori sitting on her bed. She looks up as I enter.
Good, you're back.
Yeah,
I was going to put on the first episode of the new Ninja Rangers. Do you want to watch?
cuddle time. Only if it also includes snuggle time with my girl. She blushes and looks away.
Don't be weird.
But she passes space right next to her. I happily sit beside her and gather her in my arms, making a giggle. As she sets up, I quickly get changed and get ready for bed. We settle in the bed together, while Kaori snuggled against me and begin the first episode. As the show continues, my eyelids feel heavy and I fight to keep them open. It's not long before I fall asleep with Kaori in my arms. I feel movement on top of me and my eyes fly open. We're both still in bed, but Kaori's awake. Her gaze holds my own as she straddles my hips. Her red lingerie teases me from beneath her unbuttoned shirt. What? Her eyes sparkle and she wears a devilish smile. Gentle fingers trail down my chest. Her every touch lights a deep fire within me.
You seem tense.
I'm flustered. Tense? Me? I'm just happy to see you. I feel it rise in my cheeks. Kaori giggles, a coy grin on her face.
Maybe you could use a massage.
She lays her hands flat against my chest and softly leans forward, pulling my gaze down to the red lace and soft skin. Her back arches delicately as my hands run across her hips. Her wrap circles my face. The smell of her shampoo is sweet and intoxicating. Her lips, full of enticing, hover above me. I lean in, but she's already peeled back. Her shirt hangs off her strategic covering just enough to make my knees rise. A sleeve falls off her shoulder. I shrug the other sleeve off too, letting it pull down at her hips. Before discarding it, free from her covering, I drink in the shape of curves as my hands trace her body. Her hands run up my chest again as she leans in close. Her body arcs against mine, her skin gently caressing me like a whisper. A low growl escapes me as I grab her. She gasps as she falls into me, her gaze on my lips.
I wonder what sort of perverted thoughts you're having right now.
She has an impish smile. She pressed up against me, chest to chest. My heartbeat... I didn't even scroll. My heart beats so fast, I'm sure she can feel it. Her lips are just an inch away, so close. Suddenly, I'm jerked awake. Sunlight flickers across my eyes, but there is no fiery red hair inside. Well, Kaori?
What?
She glares at me, sitting on the edge of the bed, much more dressed than my imagination.
You've been calling my name, but not saying anything else.
It takes a moment for my brain to catch up with reality. Memories of her teasing smile begin to drift away. Does not compute. What? Staring at her blankly, I tried to process the scene. She was in lingerie, but now she's not, and she's sitting on the edge of the bed instead of on top of me. So it wasn't real? None of that was real? I look at Kaori again, she blinks.
Hello? Are you okay over there?
And gradually understanding dawns over me. That was all a dream. Yeah, I think so. I just had a really vivid dream. She pauses.
Was it about me?
Oh yeah.
What was it about?
It's kind of embarrassing. My face flushes and I look away. Well, you were. Kaori cokes her head to the side.
I was what?
You were kind of on top of me, in your underwear. A blush goes up her cheeks, and she hits me.
Why were you thinking that? You pervert!
I can't help what I dream. She seems flustered and quickly rises to her feet.
All that means is that subconsciously, you're a super big, lewd pervert!
First of all, I will not necessarily disagree with that. But secondly, in my wildest fantasies where I can literally think of anything or anyone, real or imagined, I saw you. Kaori's taken aback, her cheeks redden as she looks away. The anger from before melts off her face.
Fine. Whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm going to go downstairs. Come down when you're ready.
She hurries out of the room. My heart is still pounding. I need a moment to relax and collect myself. But it actually didn't end too badly. I'm taking my time, I get ready for the day, then go downstairs and join the family for a late breakfast. We decide to just relax and take it easy today. Kaori's dad disappears into the garage to work on more of his figurines, where our mother and sisters decide to go out. That just leaves me and Kaori in her bedroom, alone, without interruption. Reminded of the dream, but go back into my brain as I slide Kaori a look. Feeling my gaze on her, she glances at me. A mischievous grin spreads across my face. Kaori narrows her eyes.
Don't even think about it.
Instead, she pulls out her laptops again so we can continue watching Ninja Rangers. It turns out we only managed to watch one episode last night before we fell asleep. Leaning back into the bed, I stretch out my arms, leaving a space for Kaori to fill. Like a puzzle, she fits perfectly beside me, and I begin watching. The more we watch, the more we become absorbed with the show. Kaori was right, they did introduce a new character, Enchantra, the Ranger of Charm. She's a beautiful and busty character who wears the same skin-tight uniforms as the others. Her ability is to persuade others to do the right thing. Kaori rolls her eyes.
It's annoying when a good show decides to go overboard on fan service. Besides, her power doesn't even really fit in with the others.
Maybe she'll surprise you. I shrug. She's only been introduced. Maybe she has a hidden ability or something we find out later on. It's unfair to judge her before she had a chance to shine. Kaori huffs but reluctantly agrees.
I guess that's true. We haven't really had a chance to learn much about her. But her backstory better be good.
Time gets away from us as we power through episode after episode. Even with the divided introduction of the new character, the season is still good. We stop when we hear the call for dinner. I spot a large pot in the middle of the table. This looks different.
We thought that since it's so cold outside, we'd have shabu shabu tonight.
Well, Ayame nods as she helps her mother bring out plates of raw meat and vegetables. Kaori's father grins.
What an excellent idea. Nothing quite warms the soul like some hot soup.
We gather around a pot of boiling soup, chatting happily while cooking our food. After our bellies are full, we all clean up and rest for a bit.
It's been nice having the whole family together again.
Plus a bonus member.
Naomi. He's practically family at this point.
Kaori's mother pats my hands reassuringly.
You are welcome here at any time.
Thanks.
Well, I was thinking it would be nice to have a family game night again. It's pretty rare that we have all of you back at once. What do you say?
Ayame lights up.
That's a great idea, Dad.
Naomi nods.
Remember the game One Night Vampire? You kids used to love it growing up.
Kaori smiles fondly.
It's been forever since I've played that.
If everyone else wants to play something, then I'm happy to play too.
Alright, sounds like that's settled.
Well, Ayame goes to select the game while Kaori's dad faces me.
Do you know how to play One Night Vampire?
A refresher would be helpful. I don't think so. How do you play?
All We'll play a simple version with fewer roll cards. There are villagers, vampires, a rabble-rouser, a burglar, and a soothsayer. The vampires are pretty self-explanatory. The rabble-rouser will cause trouble by switching 2 cards. The burglar will exchange their card with another player, and then look at that new card. And the soothsayer can either look at one person's card, or look at 2 cards in the center. At night, each roll will be called to do an action, so just make sure you listen to the narrator on what action you should do. During the day, everyone discusses and tries to guess who the vampires are. Whoever is voted a vampire is considered staked. The villagers win if at least one vampire dies. The vampires win if they are all alive.
Sounds simple enough. A little bit of a Town of Salem idea. We set up the game and Kaori's dad shuffles the deck. Then he passes out the rules, leaving the remaining cards in the center on the table. I pick up my cards and my heart races. Just my luck, I'm a vampire.
Alright. It is now the first night. Everyone close your eyes.
I close my eyes like I'm told to do.
Vampires, wake up and look for your kin.
I do, and so does Kaori. We glance at each other, then smile. This is perfect. It must be destiny that we are on a team together. Kaori's dad tells us to close our eyes. He cycles through the other roles, and then the night phase is over.
Everyone open your eyes. You can now discuss.
Kaori blinks open her eyes and looks around the room. She speaks before anyone else has a chance to start.
One of the vampires is Naomi.
Naomi looks at Kaori.
You're obviously just randomly throwing around accusations.
Oh boy.
I bet you're the vampire.
Kaori's face reddens. Oh no, I need to say something before she gives us away. Back her up and accuse Naomi. Now who's the one being quick to accuse? You're being very defensive. That's very suspicious.
And you're really quick to back up Kaori. I bet you two are both the vampires.
Oh well, that doesn't mean anything. As her boyfriend, he has to support Kaori.
That's right.
Which means Kaori is still the vampire, even if he isn't.
No, I'm not.
Her voice is rough as she glares at her sisters. They grin. Look at how upset she is. It's obviously not her.
It's her. Kaori's a terrible liar.
It's not me! I'm a villager!
That's exactly what a vampire would claim to be.
You seem to know a lot about what it means to be a vampire, Naomi. Is that because you're one?
Yeah! That's why you keep falsely accusing me.
Let's not forget the person who started the false accusations here.
It's not false!
Kaori is as red as a tomato. She glances at me for help, unsure of how to respond.
Oh dear. I believe the two of them are actually the vampires.
What? No! Why would you think that, Mom?
You keep looking at each other, honey.
It's just because they like each other so much. She merely smiles.
It sounds like we're about to be done here. Everyone show your votes.
They inevitably point at Kaori. The daytime round ends and we all flip our cards. Naturally, Kaori and I have the vampire cards.
Ha! I knew it.
Kaori scowls and crosses her arms.
This was just a warm-up round.
Although I lost this time, I can only redeem myself in the next round. We played a few more rounds, rotating narratives and roll cards. Kaori's dad has the best poker face of the night. No one could tell if he was bluffing or not. With lots of laughter, we continue to play along into the night. Eventually, our heads grow weary and it becomes difficult to concentrate. We decide to pack in for the night. Splitting our separate ways, we return for our bedroom and get ready for bed. I fall onto the bed, and before long, I'm fast asleep. My brain still feels a little fuzzy when I wake up the next day. I groan, stretching out across the mattress. Huh? Where did Kaori go? I rub my eyes. The sun is bright and shining in the air, making everything look brighter and pinker than normal. What time is it anyway? I lean over and grab my phone from the nightstand. It's afternoon already? How did I manage to sleep in so late? The door open. When I look up, Kaori blinks in the doorway.
Oh, you're finally awake.
Yeah. I finally rubbed the back of my neck, sheepish. I guess I was pretty tired from the game last night. She nods, then crosses the room for her purse, throws it over her shoulder. I realize she's already got a jacket and hat on. What's the plan for today?
Oh, I have to help my mom pick up some things for tonight.
Okay, I'll come with you. She shakes her head.
No need. We've got it covered. You can stay here and relax.
I glance around the room, wondering what I could do to amuse myself. Kaori seems to guess my thoughts as she picks up her laptop.
I have some shows on here if you want to take a look. I also have a couple of games.
Okay, it'll be fun. What do you have? She fiddles her for a minute before handing it to me.
Oh, I know!
She clicks it on before pulling something up. I glance at it. What's this?
It's a visual novel. The story is really good.
A visual novel? Sounds fun. I can make it some kind of opening theme song with some anime dudes. Sure, I'll check it out.
Great!
She pecks me on the cheek.
I'll be back soon, okay? Have fun!
As soon as she walks out of the room, I let out a deep sigh and float backwards on the bed. I guess this is what I'll be doing then. I sit up and scoot back into the pillow, starting the game on a laptop. I screen at the title. Magical Messenger. What the heck? This is an otome. Well, if it's Kaori's game, I suppose it makes sense. I guess I'll still play it. The game starts... The game... The start of the game is weird. Apparently, I'm some girl and I find a random phone. Some strangers texting me and telling me to break into someone's apartment to return it. Why not just turn the phone into the lost and found? Okay, wow. We actually broke into the stranger's apartment. But no one is here. Oh, now the mysterious phone is blowing up. Someone getting sucked into the messenger app. There's a bunch of ridiculously good looking guys texting me at once. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here because it's a private messaging app. Apparently, these characters are part of a charity organization until the founder, Ria, died. The leader of this chat room, C, was a fiancée before her ultimate untimely death. I'm supposed to wait around for her to show up and figure out what's going on. And until then, they want me to try and to organize a charity party and take over Ria's unfinished work. And along the way, I get to find romance. Which should I go for? Sure. I have the option to romance another girl in this game. I know which route I'm doing. The one in the chat room that Jeline is Jamin Han's assistant. He is constantly overworking her ridiculous chinchilla-themed projects. She's obsessed with her own pet chinchilla. Victoria is the third. I decided to send her a text to the chat room one day. Hey, what's up, Jai? Oh, hello. I'm just working a few things. Jesus Christ. My voice is also growing tired of this. What are you working on? Mr. is making me watch Victoria the Third. I have to turn a text to him and can update him when I say this every 2 hours. Brush her fur, golden hairbrush, and feed her fresh strawberries grown from Spain. I was have to come up with a new idea for his chinchilla food commercial and prepare Mr. Han's notes for the business meeting tomorrow. Whoa, that's way too much work. I needed that. Jesus. Yeah, if only had a coffee or something. Senjai coffee. That worked. What better way to show Jima things than setting a coffee? She was sure to notice men's even brought flowers in a cute handwritten note. That was the end of it all. I'll wait. A few hours later, I got excited to text from Rai. Oh my god, did you send coffee and flowers to my door? I sure did. This is adorable handwritten note covered in hearts and encouragement. Yep. Well, thank you so much. Of course. This is friendship at its finest. What? Excuse me, did you just say friendship? I'm so glad we're new friends. I love making new friends. The best of friends. Oh no. Oh, then I'm complaining about work. Jenny's second most favorite topic is Zen and his beautiful face. Apparently, she's his biggest fan. She watches every single one of his performances and has it recorded so she can watch it any time and memorize everything about it. But she tries to keep it cool by only commenting and agreeing with everything he says ever. The next day, Judy surprised me by sending me a selfie. She's holding up a new coffee mug. What do you think? Isn't this mug cute? Not as cute as you. The mug is cool, but I love the picture of you, Jay. You're gorgeous. Wow, thank you so much, gal pal. I'm so glad as girls we can copy each other's appearances without it being misinterpreted. Misinterpreted? Jesus fucking Christ. What are you saying? It is love, girls, like in a totally friendship way. I'm not going to get smooch. I'm not get smoocher at all, am I? She's not totally obsessed with Fink's coffee. She spirals into researching everything about it and decides that coffee is a true calling in life. When in Jay's route, she decided to quit a stressful job as Jimin's assistant so she can pursue her dreams. We finally get to meet in person at a church party I've been planning for the entire game. Oh, it's so good to finally meet you. She beams, a blush cowls on her face. Listen, I know this is very sudden since I just met you on Monday, but I would love for you to move in with me. We can start our own coffee shop and make a life together. Maybe we can even adopt a dog or even kids along the way. What do you say? Is it if Jay finally admits her feelings for me? Yeah, I would love that. Oh, I love to move in with you, Jay. I'm gonna finally admit your feelings. This is such a magical moment. I remember this day forever. Yes, me too. I really treasure our friendship. Friendship? What do you mean friendship? We are such good friends. I can't believe how much friendship is in this room right now. Are you kidding? You deserve me to start a life with you. You told me you want to adopt a dog and kids. Yes, as friends. What? Gia and I move in together, and after a few months later, we open a coffee shop. The guys from the chat room come and support us on opening day. Jerry is still in denial that she likes girls, but hopefully someday she'll realize I'm the true love of her life. Hopefully. Well, that was an experience. I finished up the route and decided that's enough Magical Messenger for one day. Kaori still hasn't returned, so I check out what other games she has on air. Nothing catch my eye until I spotted Fortnite. Kaori actually tried this? Well, so will I. I get sick to the game and lose track of time. Before I know it, it's getting dark. There's some footsteps, the bedroom door opens and Kaori walks in.
Hey, I'm back.
I set aside the laptop and smile. Oh hey, got everything taken care of?
Yeah.
She glances at the laptop.
Did you have fun with the game?
She must have been Magical Messenger. Surprisingly, yes. I actually did. What does that say about me?
See? I told you it was fun.
She cocks her head.
I'm curious. Which character did you end up going for?
I picked Jay.
Of course you would. I've never tried her route, though.
It wasn't much of a route. She immediately friend-zoned you forever. I was really looking forward to the route, only to be crushed by the power of friendship. Kaori laughs and shakes her head.
Serves you right.
So, what was your favorite then?
Jimin. He's so hardworking and cool. Plus, he has a secret soft spot for animals.
But he's so cold. What? But he's so distant and cold.
No! He's got an amazing work ethic, and he doesn't let silly emotions get in the way of getting things done. He's got a warm heart beneath that frosty exterior. How far did you get in the game anyway?
Oh, I finished. Kaori balks, surprised.
What? How did you get so far in a matter of hours?
I don't know. Where did the notification ticket come up? I just said yes.
What? That means you actually spent money.
Are you sure? I don't remember it asking for money. Was Kaori's card attached to it? Did I actually charge you without knowing? Whoops. She grabs it out and quickly scrolls through it.
Oh, wait. Never mind.
She lets out a brief breath of relief.
No money was actually spent this time.
This time? She blushes.
Well, if it was already unlocked from before, they don't charge again, obviously. It was just a warning prompt or something.
Wait, so that means Kaori is the one who spent money to play this game. Makes sense. Oh, I see. I'm glad I didn't actually spend any money. She shuts it out and stands.
Anyway, we should get going.
I'm automatically intrigued and cock my head. Where are we going? She grins.
To my favorite spot in town.
Aren't we going to spend New Year's Eve with your family? Kaori shakes her head.
I thought we might enjoy ringing in the new year together. Just the two of us.
She looks down, unusually shy, a grin spreads across on my face. I would like nothing more. Kaori matches my smile.
Come on, I'll drive.
I slip into my jacket and shoes, following her outside. Kaori goes into the driver's seat and I get into the seat next to her. Soon we're off. I look around from the car window. It looks like we're in some kind of park. Even so, it's just as bright as the city. The trees are lit up with Christmas lights and there are some people buzzing and walking about. It takes a while for Kaori to find parking. When she does, she scrambles out of the car. I follow her, unsure of where we're going. Her pace is a little quicker than normal. I urge myself to keep up, but she's always a few steps ahead of me. After several minutes go by, I'm really starting to feel like I feel the ache in my legs. This line is all flat, but she's going on forever. Are we there yet?
No.
How about now?
No!
Okay, didn't know you get angry. Another 10 minutes go by. Finally she halts to a stop, making me crash into her. I stumble backwards, just barely catching my footing. She turns around and smiles.
We're here.
I blink and look around. She's taking me to a more secluded edge of the park. Across from the river is the city. The lights on the buildings shimmer in beaming yellow and crimsons, casting a beautiful reflection across the water. Wow, this is beautiful. She smiles and nods.
I'm glad we finally made it. It'll be the perfect view for the fireworks.
Oh? So that was the surprise. She nods.
This was always my favorite spot to watch them.
I'm sure it'll be great.
My dad took us here when I was really little. We had gone into the town to join the crowd for the fireworks, and I got scared.
You? Scared?
They were right over my head and so loud.
Still can't picture it.
I was like 4, okay?
I chuckle.
Anyway, my sisters didn't want to have to miss the fireworks, so my dad took all of us out here. It was so much calmer and quieter. I loved it. We come here every year. I told them I wanted to show you the fireworks too.
I slip her hand in mine and give it a slight squeeze. For a moment, we fall into a comfortable silence. We can hear the crowd from a distance, animated and cheering for the new year to begin. After a moment, Kaori glances at me again.
I'm really glad you came with me to visit my family for Christmas. It means a lot to me.
Me too.
No, really. This year has been one of the best years of my life, because...
She hesitates, struggling for words. Her face steadily flushes red.
This year, I got to meet you.
I'm glad I met you too. I smile and nod. I'm glad I met you too, Kaori. I can't imagine being with anyone else.
Me neither.
She beams at me before turning away, filling with a piece of red hair. Suddenly there's a loud explosion, followed by a burst of cold. We look up at the sky, fireworks bloom in and out of the darkness, the cheering up of the crowds reaches a crescendo. I glance at Kaori, she's still not looking at me anymore. She's looking at the fireworks, bursting off into the sky. The colors burst across her face and turns her into a creature of light. There's so much more of Kaori than what everyone else sees. She presses me hard to do better and keeps me accountable to the team. I remember when she first shared a bento with me, and how I learned you could still be a good cook even if it's healthy food. I remember the first time I saw her face light up when she was with her daycare kids, and how gentle and patient she was with them. And then I remember the night we shared in the glass igloo, cut up beneath the blankets, bearing our souls to each other. As I look at her glowing beneath the stars, I feel that she has never looked more beautiful. My inside starts to squirm. The promise ring feels heavy in my pockets. It's now or never. Now. I take a deep breath. Hey, Kaori? She turns to face me. I dig into my pocket to pull out the promise ring. It glistens in the light of the fireworks. Kaori's eyes widen. She takes a sharp breath. My heart pounds in my ears. I didn't remember anything fancy to say, but suddenly all my feelings came pouring out at once. Things between us have been really great. Ever since you came into my life, you've made things so much brighter and fuller. I'm so glad I get to be with someone I share my passion with. I'm so glad I get to have you by my side, Jesus Christ. She gives me a curious look, uncertain of what I'm doing. This is a promise ring. I know we've only been together for a short time, and I know that what I'm doing is crazy, but it's because I'm definitely head over heels for you, Kaori. I take her hand in mine and slip the ring onto her finger. She watches me stunned, speechless. I want you to have this, so you know that I'm serious about this. I know we're young and still early to think about engagement and all that stuff, so this is a promise from me to you that I'll be the best boyfriend I can possibly be. She doesn't say anything for a moment. Her eyes are wide and teary, completely focused on the ring. Panic spikes in my chest. Kaori? Again, she doesn't say anything. Maybe this is a bad idea after all. What was I thinking, just going in full force without even asking her how she felt about us? I'm sorry, I didn't even ask you if you were okay with this, and I just acting like a dumb self. That seems to her out of her thoughts. She hits me in the chest, but there's no force behind it, and she lets out a wet laugh.
Of course I'm okay with it, idiot!
She laughs again, this time more stunned than happy. A broad grin splits my face. I scoop her into my arms and spin her. My heart feels so light, feels like I'm walking on air. The fireworks are booming in my ears, so light it almost feels like I'm in the water. Kaori is smiling up at me, still teary-eyed. With all those blue and violets glowing behind her, she reaches out and winds her arms around my neck, delicate as ivy. I bend down as she rises onto her toes. I hear the shouts of people far into the distance counting the seconds. A turtle glitter shoots high in the sky, higher than any others, and showers the inky darkness with an explosion of rainbows. The cheers fade into the background as Kaori kisses me, long and sweet. My heart falls. It feels like how stars must right before they shoot across the sky. When we pull apart, our breath is racked and breathless. She smiles and kisses the corner of my mouth.
Happy New Year.
I smile back, brushing the hair from her face. Happy New Year. We kiss again as the sky sparkles behind us. This past year has been full of ups and downs. I've faced loss, but I've also gained love. Kaori's strength keeps me grounded. With her guidance and care, I know I can face anything the future throws at me. But also standing with her, our bodies intertwined beneath the glittering boom of fireworks. I'm excited and ready for to start this new year together. With Kaori. Finn. And there we have it. There's actually no credits this time around. Actually, they're here, but since I'm not at the end of the storyline, I'm not gonna get into those. Thank you very much for watching. This is the end of Kaori After Story. And with that, I'm also going to end the stream. I have some work I want to get done, so, you know, I'll be back later. In any case, good day.